All right, welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute. I am just finishing up. I'm going over a few things with the celebrity that I'm going to be reading. I am reading Ariana Grande today. So I did just move, so I'm just sporadically jumping on just to say hello. It's official. I have moved, and I'm in my new place. It's just taking a lot of time. I mean, it takes a lot of time to move. So, all right, I am based in my bedroom, hiding from the children. Boxes are still everywhere, so you can imagine what it looks like. Just know it's not you, and to thank the Lord of that for the day, and thank the Lord that it is not Sahara Desert like temperatures out today. Also, I'm gonna finish up here shuffling. Let me go over a little bit about the person we're going to be talking about. Okay, so Ariana Grande. So we are talking about Ariana Grande. I want to make sure first, let's go over all the fun stuff first. Make sure that you go ahead and check out Hangman Tarot on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. When you do that, you're going to hit that little bell. You're going to click it. Once you click that bell, you are in no way able to miss out on notifications from me. That's the issue. Hold on. Okay. I was like, what is wrong here? Couldn't see anything. Okay. So, you won't miss out on any of the notifications with me. Again, I am Hangman Tarot. I'm Jordan. And we're doing today our celebrity or our famous tarot card reading. So we're going to talk about, let me turn that a little bit. We're going to talk about Ariana Grande. And she's a Cancer, and she was born. Oh, and just an FYI, Shane Dawson, if you go back and look at my celebrity tarot card readings, Shane Dawson, I actually, in my cards predicted just coming back to anything in general, mostly a community. So he is coming back. He's creating something new, some kind of a new outlet, but he is. And he did take some time off. He did take some space to clear up his mind and his heart and his soul. Hopefully he is just feeling grand. He says that he is, and he is coming back. So that is actually happening, which I was actually kind of stoked about. Changes for everybody is a beautiful, beautiful thing, no matter how you look at it. Okay, so she was born June 23rd, 93. I was in 3rd grade. Cancer, that makes sense. And she was born in Florida in the United States. All right, let's see. She's an American actress, singer-songwriter. Ariana grew up in Boca Raton. If I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm not, because I'm terrible trying to figure out some of these names. In Florida. Let's just say that. She was born in Florida, where she attended North Broward Prep School. Grande made her acting debut in '08 in the role of Charlotte in 13 on Broadway. So that's a little bit about her, not a ton. She's Cancer, Sun, Moon sign. She's Libra, though. That does not surprise me either. Let's just say she's a beautiful human being. That's a plus. Okay, we're going to start her reading. So we're just going to kind of go over a little bit about Ariana Grande, kind of who she is, according to cards, kind of going over her moon stuff. So emotionally on the inside, how she is, or how things are going on around her, or what she's, and then we'll just kind of get into things after that. All right, let's figure out who Ariana Grande is. All right, so Cancer, Libra, Ariana. Okay. So thus far, we got Nine of Swords upright. Something of a troubled little lady of her dreams. So dreams are very troubling to her. She's a repressing of emotion. There's always a change that is required of her, especially when it comes to those types of things. So she does have a lot of fears. There was something of addictions around her. That could be a Capricorn sign. Something about saying goodbye. That's a huge, huge alert by these cards. That's the devil upright. And then somebody appears changing it all. Oh, how adorable. Because she just got married. So I do know that. Let's see. Okay, so a change is required within her life, and there was a connection that was actually supposed to be, ending. There was a connection that was ready to end, no matter how you look at it. And she's got a lot of repressed issues from the situation. So she almost felt like she was at a completion, or she almost felt like she was almost there with something with that relationship. And again, that could be an air sign or a Capricorn, but it was something about saying goodbye. There was a lot of impulse addictions and fear around this situation. Just kind of a present happening is definitely somebody changing it all for her. So this Two of Wands, this reverse though. So this is definitely something of a change. It's something, because somebody disappointed her and then someone appears. It's like, I don't know, almost like a saving grace for her. It was a surprise to her. That's something that was much of a surprise. Some things that were going on in the past that were quite the challenge was just the fact that the Six of Wands reversed almost like felt like a betrayal in the past. She had like no control in the situation. She didn't feel as if her hopes and her wishes, they just felt like they were not happening. Like things were not coming about for her in that way. How does she see herself? She feels like her desires are not met as of right, most of all the time. She's indulgent. She's got inner happiness, but so it doesn't take away from that. But yeah, she feels as if her desires just aren't quite being met. Let's see. There's a lot of indecision on her end. She feels indecisive about a lot of things. She's at odds over a decision that she had to make a choice in. We, as the world, we actually see her as kind of changing, ever changing, always changing. The Seven of Swords reverse. We feel as if she experiments with a lot of things, a lot of different ways of living, a lot of different ways of doing her stuff as far as being a celebrity maybe. But we do see her kind of ever changing, ever like evolving. And we see her as very vigilant or something. We see her like she's always kind of on the lookout. So she's always kind of in the knowing, in a very soft, gentle, delicate way. Yeah, so the world just kind of sees her as internally doing most of her work. So her sense of direction, the world kind of feels as if she needs that sense of direction. Almost like she was adrift for a while or something. All right, so let's go over... If she changes her ways and she kind of adds more of a direction, which it seemingly maybe she has, how can we get that resistance or that indecision to kind of change? If she were to change those things, if she was to change her habits and, create a way to make a choice and stop being indecisive, stop stalling, stop repressing her issues, where could that take Ariana Grande instead of her saying, fuck it, I'm not changing? Let's find out. Okay. So if she were to change her ways, we got Moon in reverse and we've got our Hermit upright. So if she were to change her ways, it would be at like almost completion, because it's almost as if she's already almost there. So it's probably something that she's already working on. Her intuition was very much blocked. There was a lot of truth being revealed, a lot of lies that were being uncovered during this situation, but she was very much healing her anxiety at the time. She was just trying to soften into the idea of whomever she was around at the time, she could see the real person. And this really caused a lot of angst. This gives her strength to change. So this is something that she's already actually doing. Yeah, so she's focused more on the stillness, and that's that Hermit upright. So her inner work is super important to her, and the guidance of that is all on, you know, just pressing play. She's given up things that are not good for her. She's definitely done that, and she's, again, focused on that quiet time. So that is something that is super, super duper for me. I'm excited for her. Like, I really, like, I have to say, like, I kind of didn't like her. I felt like she tried to portray, like, a young or a teen or a youth, and she tried to sexualize that. That's how I always felt, because, I mean, she's a lot older than people think she is, and so that used to bother me. But I just, you know, again, it's just that whole dressing up, just like the Tekashi 6ix9ine. We came to realize that he's just a true as blue normal person. He puts on a wig and he goes out and he does his, you know, his circus act. Just like, again, here, same kind of thing. Me, same thing. It's like when I would teach yoga, I would feel like I was performing a circus act sometimes, because I felt like it was less about the yoga, more about the show, more about what are you going to be as a teacher today? What are you going to do? What are you going to put on? What kind of a show or display? All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So if she didn't change, or if she hadn't put herself in a place where she was changing, there would be a lot of hesitation in the relationship she's in now. She would be, you know, needing to seek some sort of personal closure, because, again, she's, you know, with this world in reverse, she was not moving. There was no movement. There was no push. It was just all about, you know, the circus act. So there would still be the repressed. Okay, so when we got this Page of Cups, there would be a lot of, you know, repressed emotion still here. The flow of love, the self-love, the intuition, that is all very important when it comes to taking care of yourself. And that is something that would not have changed if it were not something that she, you know, was willing to change and make sacrifices for, and, you know, get into these places of work. It's a hard thing to do, especially after something has happened that kind of made you kind of coil up and repress what it is that you felt and thought. Overall idea here. Okay, so she's quiet about a celebration. She wants everybody to know, basically, the closing end of this is that everything is fine here. Everything's calm. Everything's soothing. Everything's in a good place in a very modest way. So even though it looks, you know, outlandish, her life might look glamorous, and, you know, it's, you know, got this and that, and it's shiny and it's sparkly. It's very modest in their eyes, and they're very happy with that. But the relationship is good. They're very quiet about the celebration, but everything is chill on their end. And that is where we close for Ariana Grande. Now, I want you all to know, if you have any thinking of any celebrity or somebody from pop culture, please let me know. I would love to do that. This Ariana Grande reading is super exciting, though. I'm excited for her, so that's a plus. I am going to get going. I do have to unpack some more and more. I will get on later today. And if you have any requests, please let me know. Who do you want? What do you want? Let me know. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Make sure you are a subscriber if you are requesting. And eventually these will be like, I will, you know, be pushing these a little bit more and more. But again, I just moved, so it's just taking me a minute. So bear with me. I have children and boxes everywhere, so I have things everywhere. It's everywhere. But I want to thank you for coming in and checking out Hangman Tarot. Again, I'm Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. And to go ahead and hit subscribe. When you do, click that bell so that you do not miss any of our notifications here. If you want to go check out all that social media, check it out in the description box below. And I want you to go share, like, and follow if you would, especially if this resonates with you. Other than that, I will see you soon. Bye.